Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GeneralWo's Let's Play Napoleon Total War. This is my first ever attempt at a Let's Play and at YouTube in general, so please give me your feedback and let me know how this goes. First, let me tell you why I'm doing this. It started back in 2002, when I watched The Patriot with Mel Gibson at a friend's birthday party. In that movie, battles are fought that look downright stupid. Two armies meet each other in an open field devoid of cover. On top of that, they don't bother to camouflage themselves. They dress in bright colours, wave flags around, and bring a small musical band with them. Now, take a look at these clips. Here we see cannons firing and not really hitting anyone. And after a while we get some juicy shots of people getting hit, someone losing a head. But look at this, the British cannon almost hit its own men. Third example, they charge forward, then they stop, then they take a hit, and then they resume their charge. Last example, British stop, they take a hit, and then they shoot back. What were they waiting for? Seriously. This movie left me both fascinated and confused. Why was this? Well, as you may know, many people have raised some questions regarding its historical accuracy. History lessons at school hadn't really helped either. I only remember it being about the medieval crusades, Columbus discovering America and bringing nasty diseases with him, and then the Dutch East India Company, etc. And then we dealt with the Second World War. A period marked by lots of nice propaganda posters and facial hair. Then communism and Cold War, and lots of Dutch history after World War II, a period which could have seen a civil war, but the Dutch are well known for their love of polders and the windmills used to make them, as well as the fact that they discuss things a lot. So the leaders got together and discussed a lot and decided that a civil war would be bad. And thus it never happened. The history of the United States was only touched upon very briefly. You had Columbus, who got to go first, and then everybody and their dog went to the New World hoping to get rich, and sometimes bringing along a boat full of slaves to do that getting rich thing for them. In the meanwhile, I played a bit of Sid Meier's Colonization. In this game you establish colonies in the New World and expand your might through trade and conquest. I could play my own nation, the Dutch. They were good at making money. You could also play as the French, who are good at cooperating with the natives, the Spanish, who were good at killing them, and the English, who did something religious. And no mention of the slave trade anywhere. In this game you had muskets, cannons and horses. Add men, and you have an army. However, fighting wasn't very detailed, so I didn't learn a lot from this. Years later, on one fateful day, Steam put Empire Total War on sale. I'd heard one of my hardcore gamer friends go on about it, so I bought it. Playing the game for a bit, it left me, again, both fascinated and confused. The manual mostly tells you how to operate the interface of the game and how to give commands. What it doesn't tell you is how to win a battle. After a while I learned more about how to play the game, through playing the game a lot, and watching lots of Let's Plays on YouTube, which is apparently good for more than just cute kitten videos. Later, Creative Assembly released Napoleon Total War, and I bought that too. Set in a somewhat later and much shorter time period at the start of the 19th century, the way battles are fought is however quite similar. Now I'd like to show people like me how to play this game, and here and there give some background information about the period. So without further ado, please enjoy. Okay then people, here we go. We're going to play single player, the Italian campaign. You can play the tutorial for yourself. It's not very interesting. I'm going to put the campaign and battle difficulty on hard. I've never done that before, so if I succeed I'll get an achievement on Steam, and if I don't it's going to be very educational anyway. So let's go. Right, I've skipped the movie and the lady talking. You can listen to that for yourself. Right, our mission has been issued and we have to capture the city of Klagenfurt, which is all the way over there. So we'll be busy for a while because we've got lots and lots of Austrians that don't want me to claim their city as mine, obviously. Let's see the status of the world. We are France, and we are at war with Austria and also Piedmont, Sardinia, which are our direct neighbors. We have at the moment we have the this region here, as you can see by the blue border, and these are our neighbors, not very friendly neighbors. And here we can see one of the enemy's armies. Anyway, first things first, we have our region. Every region always has a city, the region capital, and a town for bonus stuff. And we have here a market, and we can upgrade to a merchant house, which I'll do because it's a financial building, and financial buildings are always very important in the beginning of the game. Always make sure that you invest in them, so money's not a problem later on in the campaign. Right, then we have our city of Nice, and the people there are very happy with me. Completely under control. And as you can see, these 3 red squares, that's the repression provided by the presence of my army, which is 2 units and a general. And obviously I will not need them to keep the population under control, to enforce them to be happy, so I can just use these guys to reinforce my army over there. Nothing to worry about. I will have something to worry about if the enemy comes close to Nice, but he'll have to go through here, or walk past here, so I'm taking a slight risk here. Anyway, here we have Mr. Bonaparte, and over there we have Mr. d'Argenton. So let's go and kill him. Okay, the battle analysis, as you can see here, this is important, the bar here in the middle of the screen. It shows that that everything is very much in my favor. You can see the enemy's army is very small and mine is rather big, so this will not be an interesting battle to actually play, so I'm just going to automatically resolve this.
Personne ne nous vaincra!
And there we go. We've won. Now, some of the army survived and has run off. We'll deal with them in a moment. Right now we've got another mission, because we need to build a supply post. And if we do so, we get Grenadiers of the Line and experience for all our land units, which is nice. So, yeah, we can't build it at the moment. We'll have to deal with that later, but first let's kill off this army. And yeah, as you can see, it was even less interesting than previously. Look at the amount of men left. So, yeah, good night.
Hommes, en avant!
Okay, what's next? Let's recruit some men. I want some chasseurs à cheval, which are light cavalry units equipped with muskets, so they can shoot as well as do charges with sabers.
Oui?
And well, we need to get all the way to the top right of the map, and we are at the bottom left, and these guys from Piedmont, Sardinia are in my way, so let's claim their cities as ours. Unfortunately, this guy and his army can't go that far anymore. He's just been reinforced by the other two units that came from Nice, which have already used up all their movement points, but that's fine. And I've got Napoleon here. He's also used up all his movement points, so let's deal with the city of Coney in the next turn. Okay, so next turn, let's put Napoleon next to the city. I'm not going to attack with him because, as you can see, his units are a bit damaged. He can act as reinforcements, and Mr. Serrier is going to have the honors here of clearing the city out. Obviously very much in my favor. It's composed mostly of armed citizenry, which are one of the weakest units in the game. You know, you fire one bullet at them and they run. So they've just automatically resolve this. There we go, I've lost 100 men in the battle. And they've lost all their men. And we're going to peacefully occupy the city. And people are quite happy already, even without my army suppressing them, which is excellent. Like the Netherlands when it was invaded by Napoleon, which is also part of this game, but not in this campaign. The populace was very acceptant. So I won't need to build a militia to keep them under control. Now we can also, because we now control this region, we can also build stuff here, and we've got this town here with nothing built, and let's build that supply post that the mission required of us. It's going to take 3 turns before it's finished, and then we should get that bonus. Free unit and experience. Right, Napoleon's gained a trait. Extra morale in battles if I use them. Despite the fact that he didn't really attack the city, he just served as reinforcements. And old news, the region is now ours. Did you like this? Then press the like button, it'll help me get more publicity. And do you want more? Press the subscribe button to subscribe to my channel. You will receive notification when there are updates. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. And if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments. Goodbye.